Welcome to gieltshelp.com's General IELTS Test Preparation videos. For many more strategies, video lessons, tips to get those high band scores as well as practice exams, join our premium package at gieltshelp.com. Now watch part 2 of my official Band 9 IELTS journey as I get ready to sit the test. Once you have registered with British Council online for your next test, you will receive several emails with important instructions and practice materials so that you can maximize your scores. Make sure to keep an eye out for these emails and go through them carefully. Ideally, you begin your specific IELTS studies at least 60 days before your official exam. This means that you have a clear study plan of what you need to learn every day. You identify your weaknesses, focus on those, as well as identify your strengths. On our websites, we have 30 and 60 days study plans to follow so that you can maximize your learning and your band scores. It is a very good idea to register for your IELTS exam at least 3 to 4 weeks before your test date, not only to ensure that there are spots remaining, but also to give you ample time to go through the emails sent by British Council, as well as the practice materials and the familiarization exam. Let's take a look at these now. I have my email open in front of me, sent by the Hungarian British Council, and it explains in detail what I have to be careful about on the test day, the general rules, the arrival at the venue, what I need to pay attention to inside the test venue, and what I'm expected to bring to the exam, as well as what I can expect after my exam. British Council will also send you an email that highlights your candidate number, the module that you are taking, the method, in my case computer-based, your approved ID, your ID number, as well as the time and the location of your speaking and sit-down exam. This email will also include useful tips. Pay special attention to the note on the keyboard. The keyboard that you use for the computer-based exam is the UK QWERTY keyboard. It is a good idea to get yourself a UK QWERTY keyboard well before your exam so that you can practice with it and avoid making unnecessary mistakes. As you begin preparing for your IELTS exam, always make sure to have paper, pen, a good internet connection, clear headphones. I like using headphones that have a wire because I don't want any latency in the audio. As well, I want as clear of sound as possible. Now, let's start by watching the how-to videos so that we can learn all of the procedures of the IELTS exam. Let's start with the introduction. It may be a good idea to watch some of these videos a couple of times. If any information is unclear, now is the time to seek answers, either from your test registration center, British Council, or other professionals like myself. For instance, you can learn important information like taking notes during your computer-based IELTS exam. There is an opportunity to do this, and this could be very valuable to help you get answers correct and maximize your scores. There will be 2 more links in the email after you have gone through all of the how-to videos that are very important for preparation. The first one will give you sample questions for each type of question that you can see in the listening, reading, writing, and in the speaking portions of the exam. Let's take a look at these now. Firstly, I have the academic and general training listening test open for the computer-based exam. The first question, which it shows me, is multiple choice. Be very attentive and go through each of these carefully. This is what I'm going to do so that I know what format to expect on my test day. Again, I'm using a good quality headset so I can hear the audio clearly. Before beginning the exam, I have an opportunity to check and make sure that my information is correct and that my audio works correctly. This will be the same in the real exam. As soon as I'm ready to begin, I click the Start Test. I'm then given the questions, and now I'm listening to the audio. Once I have answered the sample questions, I can go back to the previous tab and at the bottom check to see if I got them correct with the answers and transcripts. In this case, I got all 3 of my multiple choice answers correct. However, if I had not, I would check the transcripts and make sure that I can identify where I made the mistakes. Once I'm done with my multiple choice questions, I move on to my multiple choice with more than one answer. Of course, once I'm done with the second type of question, I move on to the third, which is matching. Once I'm done with the listening section questions, I move on to the reading section. In this case, I'm very careful to make sure that I'm on the right module. For me, that is the academic. Of course, at this point, I can remove my headphones as I no longer need to listen to the audio. Again, I'm presented with all of the different question types and some samples. First, I check my test details. I see that they're correct. If they're not correct, at any point in time, I can contact the invigilator and let them know about this. Then when I'm ready, I start the test. In the left-hand side, I have my text, and in my right-hand side, I have the questions. Here, I can highlight text if I need to. I can move through the passages as I need to, as well as the questions. This is exactly the same as what you will experience on test day. So let's take a look at this now. When you're looking at the reading questions, be very careful because here you are only presented with a short set of questions, 4 to 5 questions, and a piece of the text. In this case, you might answer while you're reading. However, this will not be efficient in the real exam because you will have several more questions, 13 to 14 questions per passage. You will also have more information. So you need to read the whole passage before you begin to answer. Then you can go back and check various parts to make sure that you have the right information. As I move through the different types of questions, I'm always careful to check my answers, make sure that I got them correct, and if I hadn't got them correct, then why did I get them wrong? This is very important for your progression and your improvement. After carefully moving through the listening questions, the reading questions for the academic, I am now on to the academic writing test for the computer-based exam. Here I can open up a sample academic part 1 question and begin. Now, it is important to know that there will not be any kind of spell or grammar check function for the computer-based writing section. Once I've completed task 1, I move on to task 2. I strongly recommend doing task 1 before task 2, both when you practice and on your official exam. This is because task 1 is usually easier since all of the information that you need to write on is provided. However, for task 2, you definitely have to do some more thinking and planning. For the writing task 2, I'm also taking some notes and doing some planning on paper. This is a really good idea. Once I have finished task 2 writing practice, I now need to practice my speaking. This is where I have to be creative because British Council does not provide the same kind of experience that you will have on the official IELTS exam. However, our website aehelp.com and gieltshelp.com does provide video chat for IELTS students. So I can now go there, log into my student account, Once I'm in my student account, I have Student Partner Speaking. When I click on Student Partner Speaking and accept the terms, I'm able to connect with other students after allowing my camera and microphone. I have Mesh, Asim, Natalie, and Adizan here, who I can now connect with and video chat and speak. So I'm going to do that now. Once I have practiced with other Ielts students, I can now go to my student account and click the Speaking Interview Practice to book a mock interview with a native speaking professional who will accurately assess my Ielts band score. Now, the third link that I click on in my email is the Ielts Familiarization Test. Once I click on this link, it will open up a window that allows me to take a free computer-delivered Ielts familiarization exam. In order to do this, I have to register. Make sure to do this at least a week to 2 weeks before your official test so that you can gain the experience of the real exam and identify areas that you need to work on. After I have registered for my free familiarization test, I again can book either the academic or the general training module. Here I'm going to select the academic module. It gives me all of the necessary details how to complete this exam. Before you do this, make sure that you have 3 hours which will be uninterrupted where you can focus and get the real exam experience. Turn off your mobile, make sure that your friends or family, roommates perhaps, know that you're doing this exam and they will not interrupt you until you are done. Here again, before I begin, I make sure I have my headphones and they're working, and I have clear sound. Now that I'm done my familiarization IELTS exam, I'm confident to sit my official test. For many more practice exams, videos with tips and strategies, as well as a fully interactive course, visit and join our premium package at gieltshelp.com. Good luck on your next IELTS test. Did you enjoy this episode of my Band 9 IELTS journey? To see the next one right now, visit and join our premium package at gieltshelp.com. Subscribe to our channel. Click over here. Watch another video? Click right up here. And join our premium package. Click on our hero to practice your speaking, get videos, exams, and an interactive course.